And then look what happened to David. If you look up in chapter 21, it says, David went to Nob, to Ahimelech, the priest. And when he met him, he asked, why are you here alone? Why is no one with you? And David answered Ahimelech, the priest, the king charged me with a certain matter and said to me, no one is to know anything about your mission and your instruction. Doesn't that sound wonderful? It sounds like he was just speaking out and being rid. The king, David says, charged me with a certain matter and no one is to know. It's all secret. It's hush hush. Actually, let me tell you, if you know the story a bit, as you read it through, you'll tell that here David loses his integrity. Because what he's doing, the king never sent him on a mission. He's telling a porky. He's telling an untruth. He's lying to get himself out of a squeeze. Can you see the sequence in David's life? He loses his wife, he loses his mentor, he loses his friend, and now he's got into telling untruths. You see that slippery slope that can happen. I don't know how you picture David. If I was to ask you, sometimes if I was teaching a class, I might say, describe David to me, the psalmist. And people sometimes say, well, he was the shepherd. He was the king. He was the minstrel, the poet of Israel. Let me explain David a little further down here. Look at 21 and verse 12. Verse 13. So David pretended he was insane in their presence, and while he was still in their hands, he acted like a madman, making marks on the door of the gate and letting saliva run down his face. I want to say here, David's lost his dignity. He has got to rock bottom. He's got to rock bottom. And I just want to say, it reminds me. It reminds me sometimes in our lives, and perhaps the lives of people you know, that sometimes life can be so hard and we just have this situation where it seems like everything is stripped away from us. And David had that struggle in his life.